welcome to Newsmakers. I'm your host today, Carrie Coogan, and we're here with Kansas State Senator Steve Fitzgerald. Thank you so much for being here today. And we're also at the Kansas City Public Library Central location, serving over 250,000 people in our metro area. Thanks so much for being here today.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Carrie. I very much appreciate the opportunity.
Have you been down to the Kansas City Public Library
I
recently?
have. I've been here several times. I've been to several presentations in this room, as a matter of fact. And
They do wonderful programs here.
They do, and I appreciate it very much.
So I wanted to talk to you today about, we've been discussing this earlier, but the property tax in Kansas.
Yes, yeah. Property tax is one of the most hated taxes anywhere. I mean, it's just despised by people throughout, I suppose, throughout the world, but certainly in the United States and definitely in Kansas. And I think it's just a matter of the way we are and the way we feel about things. But property taxes is the #1 source of tax revenue in Kansas. We get 31% of our tax revenue at the state and local level from property taxes. So it's a big deal.
So are you a fan? Even though it's this despised tax among so many people, are you saying that you support it, that you encourage it, that you like it?
Most traps aren't that obvious. No, I think property tax is like all tax a necessary evil. How it's done is very important, and we have to be careful about property taxes. We have to be careful about our other taxes as well. And that's why when we passed the tax bill this last session, we included a property tax lid that puts a lid on how much taxes can rise, basically in regards to inflation. Because what we found is that while local government has been holding the mill levy down very often, their actual tax receipts have gone up significantly. Since 1997, they've gone up 112%. At the same time, the inflation has only gone up 44%, and the population has only gone up 12%. So the revenue going to the government is going way up without any decisions made by the county commissioners or the city council, and without a vote of the people. So the tax lid requires that any funds collected in excess of inflation cannot be spent without a vote of the people, with some significant exceptions to that. So if you collect a lot of money because of inflation on property as a government, in order to spend that money, you have to get the people to vote for it. And we hope that this will put a little bit of a break on this windfall of taxes that it's going to the government and out of your pocket.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you know, and I've seen you in the news as well, about Kansas and the budget. I mean, what are you hearing from people? I mean, how are you handling this situation?
Well, there are a couple things to keep in mind about the budget. We are about $42 million under estimate. Okay, and estimates are just that, they're estimates. But we are also $73 million above revenue at this point last year. We're collecting more revenue now than we did last year, more than we have in the history of Kansas. We're taking in an enormous revenue stream, and it's still not enough to feed the beast. So is the problem that we're not getting enough of your money out of your pocket, or is the problem that we're not controlling spending as well as we should?
And so that's what you're letting your constituents know? That's
how
you're getting the word out?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very difficult to cut or hold back government spending because there's so much demand for it. It's not like we're giving money to somebody else. We're giving this money to ourselves in various services and so forth. But so there's a demand, and trying to cut that demand is very difficult.
Well, Senator, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate your time. Unfortunately, we're out of time for today, but really appreciate you coming in today.
Always a pleasure.
And we'll see you back here next time on Newsmakers.